Hi, my name's Daddy. I play Boom Beach sometimes. So, amazing fact you never knew about Daddy. I made the first Boom Beach video that appeared on YouTube, which is this one. I was also over in Helsinki for the Boom Beach public launch party for the when it first launched, and this is it.
4, 3, 2, 1, go! Hey!
Gosh, there were lots of happy people that day. So I have had a Boom Beach account. I got a level 46, which is HQ 17, and it's been an exclusively farming base. I haven't spent a cent on any gems. So this is where I've got to after probably about a year of playing, really. And I do make Boom Beach videos from time to time. I quite enjoy the game. It's a very much dip in, dip out. Right now I've got the HQ on the beach because well, my VP is way too high, so what I'm trying to do is, because the bases I can see I can't attack, so yeah, I mean up 622, I'm down to 604 now, so yeah, you know, 18 raids in the last few hours, which is pretty cool. So I thought I'd show you guys a couple of raid attacking styles that I use. One that I use a lot and one that I don't use very much at all. So the one that I use a lot is going to be riflemen, Zookas and medics, and the one I don't use very much but I want to try it a bit more is tanks and medics. So let's go for the rifleman, let's go for rifleman Zooka first. So the first thing you want to do is check for the statues to see if there's anything that's seriously defensive. Right now they're up at the top there, can't see anything at all actually, just a couple of attacking statues. Always take out the shock tower first and try and get one of the rocket launchers as well if you can. So the main thing is that your troops don't get stunned in one place and then the splash damage attacks them. So let's take out this shock launcher. There we go. So it's generally it's one rocket launch plus 2, maybe 3 of the missiles. So let's try a second missile and 2 missiles. It's going to take 1 more. So there may be that there's a statue there, a defensive statue there. Now I'm kind of thinking, which one of these 2 rocket launchers should I take out? Should I go for the really tough one or not? Let's take out the really tough one. There we go. It's going down pretty slowly. You've got down to about 60% health. So use 1 more, 2 more. It's going to take 3. There we go. It's got that. Those rocket launchers really aren't too much of a problem because they're, you know, they are splash damage, but you know, I've got pretty high level riflemen and Zookas. I think the riflemen are up to 14, possibly 15 at the moment. I'm not using any boost on this, by the way. What I'm trying to do in this wave is to do a pincer action onto that rocket launcher whilst taking out as many of those trash buildings as possible, you know, to increase the energy that I've got. So you can't really see very well up there in the trees, but you know, there's not much that's dying. I think I lose maybe 1 or 2 riflemen, which is just nothing. The lovely thing about the rifleman attack is that it doesn't really matter about things like that would normally worry the tanks and the medics, which are the big boom cannons, because you know the riflemen are totally expendable. So what I've got here is just a line of death with some Zookas behind. Now I didn't actually used to use Zookas at all. I just found the riflemen were enough, but then I found myself having to boost, and I don't really want to use my power powder up. So I got this line. What I'm thinking now is I need to probably bring everybody back up to the top so I can make the final assault onto the town hall. So bring them up to the top, take out that group of 3 defences there. I'm a little bit concerned about my medic because the medics go slowly and they're always the last ones, so they sometimes get taken out. He got hit once there. He followed up the rifleman and he moved out of way of that mortar, which is good. I got a boom cannon, sorry, a boom mine there, which I'm a little bit concerned about, so I'm going to take that one out. Now we've really got a focused line of death, and I'm going to use my medikits now to really heal that group, because you know, splash damage could just destroy me there. Put down a medic there where the flamethrower is, and from now onwards it's starting to stretch out a little bit more than I'd like. So I'll take out that last mortar, and I'm going to bring everybody back in. So I think let's put a flare onto the HQ. There we go. Okay, so we've now got a curve of death. Looking at it, there's about 15% left. I have knowing the way that the strength of the troops are, no problem at all with that. That's going to take it out. There we go. Those medics are just busy healing the riflemen. And there we go. We get a ton of loot from that. The loot up here at 600 is pretty good actually. This is I'd say this is above average, but it's still pretty good by any counts. Okay, so that's the raid that I do get on very well with. I'm going to try I was trying to say giants. I've still got Clash inside me. I'm going to try the tanks and the healers. What I'm thinking is if I can get two of the, because I've got two landing crafts that are still at level 19, and they'll only take 3 medics. So if I use 2 landing crafts that are level 20, which will take 4 medics, that'll give me the most medics possible. So 2 landing crafts with medics and 5 landing craft. Is that 5 left? Yeah, 5 landing craft with tanks. I'm going to build those troops with the gems that I've managed to get from the base itself and managed to accrue them over time, just for you guys, because I like you. Okay, so with the tanks, just 2 things. One, they use energy. Since very, very early on, they started using energy to launch tanks. So I'm going to launch those tanks first because I'm not actually sure how many energy they need. And I obviously don't want to run out of tanks. So let's get those tanks down. And you take a completely different approach. I'm taking out the really heavy artillery now. So I'm going to pop a shock in that 3 there, which I'm a little bit concerned about that cannon. He's going to take some of my energy away. He's going to do some damage to my tanks, but still, I'm actually quite. It's funny because I don't think I've made a tank for about 2 months, so bear with me on this one. The boom mines are not really going to give any problem to my tanks. Luckily, as well, he's got one of the rocket launchers upgrading, which doesn't really make that much difference because rocket launchers aren't great against tanks. But I'm really shocking out that. I've really been shocking out the shock launcher, and luckily he had those 2 boom cannons right next to the shot launcher. So let's take out that shot launcher if we can. Luckily my medics are hanging back, which is good. And I think it's going pretty well now. This is like an extreme line of death. So I'm using too many missiles on those cannons. I'm completely forgetting how many missiles you need to take out those level of cannons, which aren't very high. So yeah, this is like an extreme line. Let's just recoup back at the top there, because what I want is a more focused kill zone, really. Because right now I'm sort of, well, just before that it was kind of stretching him out a little bit. So let's focus in. The there's machine guns really a zero problem for tanks, as you know. Let's just take this thick line of tanks now. Pop a heel down there. Maybe a little too far forward, that heel. A little bit of mistake, but still doesn't really matter. Boom, boom, boom. Tanks go bang, and you know what? My faith is restored in tanks, because I've raided with them before, and it's been a right pain because you find yourself doing an hour and a half of building and losing them all. But no, I'm quite happy with that. I don't think I've lost a tank. Anyway, so that's my boom account right now. I'm just going to chug along. Really quite enjoying it, dipping in and dipping out. I love you boom experts to tell me what did I do wrong and what give me some tips on how to enjoy the game more. Thank you very much indeed for watching. You guys have been awesome. Take care. Bye for now.